300 miles per hour is the new world record on roads today. The quest for supercars entered a new phase in the 1960s when the first supercar, Lamborghini Miura, revolutionized the motor world. Since then, new supercar companies began sprouting up, and now we are speaking of tough competition among them to come up with the most legit beasts of the highways. The only question is, who is the king of the highways? Join us today as we crack down on the top 10 production cars of all time. Just make sure that you have a glass of pomegranate juice with you to keep you still to this video till the end. Without further ado, we just want you to fasten your seatbelts as we get a hold of the gears. But before we jump in, if you ever wanted to make $10,000 per month, check out the link in the description to learn more. Now, let's go. Number 10. Remits Nevera, 258 miles per hour. The Remits Nevera is a pure electric GT hypercar that is capable on the track as it is crossing continents. Configurable, personal, and extremely powerful, the Nevera is a perfect example of what is possible when true innovation and passion are allowed free rein. Developing on the knowledge attained from Remits Concept 1, the all-new Remits Nevera connects the greatest materials and personalized technology to form a product that is both innovative and extremely practical. With twice the power of a Formula 1 car and the ability to hit 60 miles per hour in under 2 seconds, the new Remits Nevera should intimidate even an experienced hypercar owner. The 1914 HP Nevera is currently the world's fastest accelerating production car, and at full steam, the Nevera is far from the stereotype of a silent EV with a 1.4 megawatts screaming through the car. The noise adds to the drama as much psychological as physical in a way no other road car can match, making for a dangerously charismatic split personality worth every one of its 7 figures. Still wobbling up about the price? Well, you can get this Roadmaster at a whopping $2.1 million. We hope your bank account is in check. Oops, just kidding. Number 9. Bugatti Mistral, 261 miles per hour. Bugattis have come up to be among the world's fastest production cars of all time, simply because the quad-turbo W16 engine, first pioneered by the Veyron, established an entirely new era of 4-figure horsepower output back in 2005. The Veyron managed 253 miles per hour top speed then, and Bugatti consistently upped that number through 2019 when the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus managed a 304.7 miles per hour single direction run only. But the Veyron, Chiron, Belite, and others were all coupes now. New for 2022, Bugatti plans to take a new world record home to Mosheim with a Mistral Roadster, which features a final application of the quad-turbo W16 before a partnership with Remits results in a hybridization and electrification. More importantly, the Mistral requires significant revisions to Bugatti's established design language to create sufficient downforce and engine cooling to allow for an incredible top speed of 261 miles per hour. And that's the figure that the Mistral will somehow achieve with the roof off. The W16 Mistral has been designed with adventure and wind, in a style that pays homage to one of Bugatti's most elegant models, the Type 57 Grand Raid Usain. Well, this roadster boss costs around $5 million, and you will have it packed in your garage. Number 8. Bugatti Veyron Supersport, 267.8 miles per hour. Here is yet another Bugatti. This one built back in 2010 for the sole purpose of securing the accolade of the fastest production car ever built. And the Veyron Supersport achieved it per Guinness. From the same W12 power plant, engineers managed to eke out an additional 180 horsepower, bringing the total to 1,184 horsepower. Therefore, to unlock the potential for maximum speed, you'll need a second key that will give unfettered access to the engine. This Roadster Scorpion was the fastest car in the world between 2010 to 2017, capable of hitting a top speed of 267.8 miles per hour. The Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Supersport was a faster, more powerful development of the Bugatti Veyron. Limited to just 30 units, the Supersport was electronically regulated to 258 miles per hour to protect the tires from disintegrating. The chassis was meticulously reworked to enable the unique driving power to be safely controlled, and the body shell's aerodynamics were further optimized. The body is fully made of carbon fiber, increasing rigidity and reducing the overall weight of the car. If you are dreaming about getting this car, then you need to have around 3.8 million. Perhaps you should give it a thumbs up for maintaining a world record between the years 2010 to 2017. Number 7. Hennessey Venom GT, 270.4 miles per hour. Combining the best of the Lotus Elise and Chevrolet Corvette is Hennessey's Venom GT. It's simply a nod to past supercars that were born from British design and American power, like the Sunbeam Tiger, Ford GT40, and Shelby Cobra. With a thoroughly modern chassis from the Elise and more than enough power from the LS 9V8, the Venom set the world record for production cars in February of 2014, when Brian Smith drove a Venom to 270.49 miles per hour, 435.31 kilometers per hour on the Kennedy Space Center Space Shuttle landing runway, but only in one direction, since both directions are required for a record-breaking run. In addition to a production volume of 30 or more cars, only 13 Venoms have been sold, therefore making the Hennessey Venom GT not being able to qualify for official record books. But still, the beast has surpassed 27 miles per hour, and which has proven to be very impressive. Number 6. Koenigsegg Agera RS 277.8 miles per hour. Equipped with a 5.0-liter twin-turbo V8, the Agera RS produces 1,176 horsepower and 940 pound-to-foot of torque in standard form. The MW upgrade boosts these numbers to 1,360 horsepower and an even 100 pound-to-foot. When equipped with the upgrade, the Agera RS reaches 60 miles per hour in under 2.9 seconds and blasts to an unimaginable 124 miles per hour in under 7 seconds. This is achieved even with a traction-limiting rear-wheel drive setup, with a 7-speed paddle shift transmission being standard. In November of 2017, a Koenigsegg Agera RS running on E85 fuel was driven by a factory driver to a two-way average speed of 277.8 miles per hour on an 11-mile stop on a closed road in Nevada. The car, owned by a customer who suggested the feat, actually hit 284.5 miles per hour during the record attempt, which is staggering. At the same time, it also nabbed the fastest 0 to 250 miles per hour to 0 metric at 33.2 seconds. The highest average speed during the flying kilometer, 268 miles per hour, and for the flying mile on a public road, 276.3 miles per hour. The car currently is worth a whopping $2.5 million. If you are enjoying the video so far, make sure to like and subscribe. It would help me out a ton. Number 5. Koenigsegg Jesco, 278 miles per hour. Until the promised Jesco Absolute model achieves its projected top speed of more than 310 miles per hour, please draw your attention to the standard issue Jesco, which is anything but a standard supercar. Propelled by a 5.0-liter twin-turbo V8, the Swedish manufacturer's engine is mated to a novel light-speed gearbox that can handle its prodigious output, which can reach up to 1,600 horsepower when running in E85 biofuel. Even more remarkable about this wild ride is its aerodynamics. In the even more limited production, the Jesco Attack model produces more than 3,000 pounds of downforce. Koenigsegg Jesco is offered in 2 flavors, a base model built for road use and a track-only variant. Base models come with all the traits hypercar buyers expect, with $3 million. Perhaps you can get one for yourself for this year's Christmas. Number 4. SSC Tuatara, 295 miles per hour. The Tuatara runs a twin-turbo V8, producing 1,750 bhp when run on E85 or methanol, or 1,350 on 91-octane fuel. It's housed in a carbon fiber monocoque and matched to a 7-speed gearbox driving the rear wheel. The body itself claims a drag coefficient of 0.279, and SSC said from 150 miles per hour to 295 miles per hour, the car maintains a perfect aerodynamic balance of 37% front and 63% rear. SSC Group said that it's already working with the customers to pursue soaring goals with their Tuataras, and that 295 miles per hour isn't the end of the ambitions it has with its hypercar. This hypercar is currently valued between $1.3 million to $1.9 million, which is quite affordable for anyone floating in the millionaire group. Number 3. Hennessey Venom 5 to 300 plus miles per hour. Hennessy again presents the roadster version of its Venom F5, targeting it to be the fastest cabriolet in the world, and it's one of this year's debut, freshly unveiled at the Quail Motorsport Gathering. As its name suggests, this is a decapitated version of the exiting F5, which the Texan manufacturer says it's going to be the world's fastest and most powerful open-topped road beast in the world. Hennessy's performance engineering Venom F5 picks up from the baton from its older sibling and rockets away. A 6.6-liter twin-turbo V8 pumps out 1,817 horsepower and 1,193 foot per pound of torque twist, which propels the 2,950-pound coupe to 60 miles per hour in under 2 seconds. The Roadster is based on the F5 Venom coupe and shares an identical mechanical package. Hennessy says the Roadster has a dry weight of just 3,098 pounds, which is just 45 pounds more than the coupes, and that it is designed to deliver a top speed of more than 300 miles per hour. This beast goes for a whopping $3 million, and you have to note that the production is limited to 30 examples. Your choice? The earlier the better, if you would love to have your legs on its gears. Number 2. Bugatti Belite. 311 miles per hour. Inspired by the Mulsanne manufacturer's vision, Le Mans concept, Bugatti's Belite combines its fantastical X-themed design language with the brand's unprecedented W16 power plant to yield an estimated top speed of over 311 miles per hour. Bolstered by a lightweight monocoque incorporating titanium and carbon fiber, the Belite presents a sci-fi aesthetic that complements what are hyped to be otherworldly performance figures. The 8.0-liter W16-cylinder engine with 1,850 PS and 1,850 Newton-meters of torque is at its heart. Bugatti has designed the drive specifically for use on the racetrack and has optimized the engine and gearbox in particular for higher speeds. Among other things, this includes throttling the intake and exhaust system to achieve an even faster, more spontaneous, and extreme response characteristic. With only 40 units set to be built, you will be needed to have something around 5 million to press this machine on the highway. Number 1. Bugatti Chiron Supersport. 304.7 miles per hour. Finally, the top honor of the greatest car production goes to the Bugatti Chiron Supersport. The Chiron Supersport is the culmination of decades of high-speed experience and Bugatti at its very best. It's a hypercar like no other in the world. The making of the standard Chiron, a 300 miles per hour breaker, wasn't just a case of fettling the engine though. If you are a car lover and a follower of its topics, you can remember that engineers had to design a whole new thermal management system for the engine and gearbox, as well as new software to manage all the main components. It's 25 centimeters longer than a normal Chiron, with a long-tailed body reducing the aerodynamic stall at the rear and making the 300+ miles per hour even slipper. Air curtains on each corner disperse excess air pressure at high speeds with outlets on the wheel arches, reading drag and generating a small amount of negative lift. This legend is worth a whole $4 million, and if you want to experience the great feeling of being in a roadster beast, then Bugatti Chiron Supersport ascends to your needs. In the long history of the Bugatti, we have witnessed vehicles that have come to define the era. The Type 35 transformed motor racing, the Type 41 Royale redefined opulence, the Type 57 SC set new standards for design, and now we are talking of the Chiron Supersport 300+, hitting speeds that were long thought to be impossible in the production of cars. Tell us your thoughts. Do you think Bugatti will still maintain being the top production car of all time? Please, remember to drop your comments in the comment box below. This marks the end of our video today. We hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And now, we just want you to do us a little favor by subscribing to this channel and hitting on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our future uploads. That being said, we thank you guys for watching, and let's meet in our next video.